Generic greetings and welcome to ServiceIT. You can do IT. Today's beverage is a very fine example of a nice cup of tea, the good old reliable cuppa. So welcome to ServiceIT. You can do it. I'm guessing that's a deliberate duality in the naming convention of the game. Either way, this is essentially a computer administration and repair shop simulator type thing. Essentially, we have a very basic basement office and we'll be tasked with doing a myriad of operations for various clients, things like installing OSs, removal of viruses, network administration, some database and remote access stuff. There's a server-side module thing that normally it's in there, but I've not actually done the training for in this save file. More on that later. And there's also physical inspection and repair of equipment. So there's a fair amount to experience here. I've played about 3 hours of this build thus far, and well, I'm going to show you a little bit of the game. So we're going to go over to the computer and over to the contracts, and this is all the contracts that we currently have. So there'll be either a person or a company. So, for example, this is Paper Solution, server users support. We urgently need help with active server configuration. Payment is 500 generic units of currency. Difficulty level is easy, and we have a deadline there. I'm going to probably take that one, and I'm also going to go to quick jobs. We've also got another one, which is here. We've recently changed a few things in the company, so we need to manage users. This is change of employees. We're going to take that one as well. And then finally, I'm going to go down and see if there's anyone that's to do with repairing of equipment. Oh, there's new operating system. Let's take that as well. Let's just take a bunch of jobs and see what we can do. Wi-Fi interruptions. Wi-Fi interruption is unbearable. I need a fix. That's a soldering job, so we're going to take that one as well. That one probably won't get to that one today because we have to wait for the next one. Anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to go over to our phone here, and there's lots of emails and stuff, but we're going to go for maybe contracts and to the active ones. So this one here, this is server users support. This is for Paper Solutions. So we're going to get their email, and recently there have been personnel changes. Oh, actually, is that the right one? Double check. Yes, it is. Yes. So, been changes in the personnel. Usually, our IT specialist helps us, but in such situations, he's on leave. So we're just going to scroll down, and it's going to give us a certain amount of tasks. So we'll do this one. So over to the computer, and we're going to go in this instance to the active server, and we're going to remote into Paper Solutions, and this is all of their employees and such, and we just need to follow what it says here. Remove the user Martin Warwick. So we're going to say Martin Warwick, user, finance, delete, and delete them there. So that's fine. Change Clemens Ruse password to Paper Solution 135. So it was, who was that? Clemens Ruse. So we'll find them. There we go, and we'll go to manage, and there's the password there, and oh, now that's not something you would want in real life. That's a, yeah, I don't think you're allowed to do that. You can change it or reset it as a admin, but perhaps not actually just look at it. Anyway, let's go for paper. And it's going to be solution with a dollar, so UTON, and it's 135. Exclamation mark, and we'll just have a look at that. That seems to be correct. It says also check the option in which this employee will have to change the password at his next login, and we'll say force password change on login, save that, and I think that's actually it. So we'll close that down, come off the computer there, and we'll use the phone to go to contracts, and we'll complete that, and there we go. So that's now completed, and we've been given a rating of 5 out of 5. Excellent. What we're going to do then is we're going to open up the change of employees. This is for, new types of batteries. That's news. You've got essentially the feed here, and apparently titanium batteries revolutionize mobile devices. Excellent. Anyway, over to email and to the change of employees. So, there's a fair amount of things to do here. Okay, right. So we're just going to go on the computer. We're going to go to, once again, active server, and what do we have to do? So, please add 2 employees. Okay, add. So we're going to go with Elena Max, ELENA. This is where it falls down a bit because the tab order is wrong. So when you press tab, it doesn't jump to last name, it jumps to username, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, the surname is Max, and they're a type user, yes. Their email is going to be e.max@nice.work. I've put in 2 dots, but I can alter that. Username will probably be .max, I'm guessing. Yeah, normally it is. That once you've played a little while, you get the sort of the username convention, which is, yeah, it's just something like that. Anyway, nice work, 123, and we'll say change when the login. Okay, so I'm going to double check that. So it's Elena Max, e.max at nice.work. Yep, that's fine. e.max with capital E and M, that's fine. Password is, nice work 123. That's fine. Change password and let's login. Save, and then we have the user. Similar thing, so we're going to go where this is someone called Mark, and it is Fallon, and it is m.fallon at nice.work, I'm guessing. Nice.work. Yes, m.fallon. Not Fallon. And nice work. 123, and I'm guessing force change in that. Okay, so we'll save that, and in addition, please change the type from user to admin and the following people: Alice, Truth, manage, and we're going to change them to an admin, and John, set, and admin, save. Again, I think we've done that correct, but we'll find out once we hand this in. You can either use the phone or you can use your contracts in here. Active contracts, we'll complete that. And the new email has arrived. I'm guessing it's going to give us a 5 out of 5 star rating. Yes, it has. What the game does as well, quite handily, is if you were to try and complete a job that you actually haven't done all of the parts for and the stages, it will say, are you sure? And, you know, you might have maybe missed out like that last bit there with the admin drop-downs. If I'd missed that, I might be given a 4 or 5 star rating or something along those lines. Okay, so that's those ones. What else have we got to do? I think it was maybe an installation of some operating system. Yes, indeed. And let's go ahead and we'll do that. I'll click visit and I think it's going to error out. Yes, you must have a pen drive with the appropriate system installed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the computer and actually email first and operating system. Recently exchanged laptops, however, we don't quite know how to install the operating system. Will you take care of it? Settings I'm interested in: Windex, Espionage language, UK keyboard, system version pro, and well, doesn't really matter about the rest of it. Windex is the main takeaway. So shop, licenses, Windex, 1 license, checkout, and I'm going to say 1 to 2 business days. I will confirm that because we'll be able to end the day. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to confirm and we'll go to the next day and we should have now, yes, a package, and the package contains a Wi-Fi PCB and the Windex OS. So I'm going to put this over here and we'll get onto that in a moment. That's the soldering and repair. I'm going to pick up the pen drive, shove it in there, and I need to install that. I'll probably have to get the easy install app first. So it's going to be a flash drive, it's going to be Windex, and the file system is NTFS, FAT32, NTFS, I think, and we'll install that. And that is now done. Yep, there we go. Obviously, we would naturally safely remove device that everyone ignores on the right-hand side, and then we'll jump out of that, and then hopefully when I pick this up, we can put that in our pocket. If we check this and we go to visit, yep, we can now visit. So let's just get this installed. So we're going to put the pen drive in the computer here, go to the laptop, so no system found, press 2 for open installer, 3 for BIOS. Going to go 2 for the installation, and this is where we need our phone again. So we're going to go to the, where is it? That's what we'll need as well. There's some details there. What do we need? It was the emails, and lucky you just won $1 million. Yeah, I'm sure. So they want Espanol, UK system version is Pro. I'll come back to that in a moment. I need to type in this code. Now, I've not just tried to type in nonsense. So if you type in nonsense, it doesn't work. Okay, fair enough. So I'm just going to clear these out. It's nice to know that it does actually check what's in there, and it is case sensitive, I should point out, because I was installing one another time, and yeah, it is definitely case sensitive. 8 Papa Juliet, here's on Charlie, Alpha 8 Bravo. Next. Okay, Don't need to do anything there. We'll come back to the operating system. I'm pretty sure they said they wanted the Pro version. System version Pro. There we go. Next. Obviously, we would send this to a whole horde of lawyers. I think lawyers come in hordes to check over all of the terms and conditions. 16 weeks will go by before they give us the go-ahead to click next, and we need to install it on disk 0 because there ain't any other disk. However, they want a partition, so we'll install a partition. It's a C drive, and let's have a 90 gig partition. Really? Okay, I guess we'll do that. And installation. In addition, install some applications, Spreadsheet and NoteX. Okay, App Shop. So we want the Spreadsheet, which we have to pay for apparently, and NoteX. And there you go. You can actually open that spreadsheet up as well without NoteX. Yes, but you also need login details as well. Right. Oh, that's the BIOS. You can do like update checks on this one. You can check the boot orders and such. You can obviously do some overclocking and things. Actually, I'm not too sure about that, Lord. I've just said about overclocking. I'm not too sure. But you can go into the BIOS and do all manner of things. Anyway, from this really depressing office. Is that a 3D printer? It is a 3D printer. Nice. And a regular printer. Right. Black and white. Yep, okay, that's legit. Right, okay, so... oh, hang on. Do you want to complete a task even if you haven't fully finished it? I have not fully finished it, have I not? So that's what I mentioned earlier about the... No system found. Yeah. Hang on. What? Why is there no system found? We've definitely installed it. Okay. So apparently something errored out there. Well, I'm going to have to return the office. I don't have any other choice. I'm guessing the email is not going to be good. Or is it not even... It's not even registered that's completed. Hang on a sec. Contracts. No. We got a 4 out of 5 rating though on it. I don't know what happened there, but I think I'm going to go with a bug. Right, Wi-Fi interruptions. Let's do this one. So this is, again, another thing we can do. So we're going to go over to the soldering workstation, and this is the module that we've been given. And there's various components on here. Now, naturally, we will have to check the components to see what's legit. Obviously, more components are going to be added in the future and all of that, and I don't know how much is in this build of the game, but for the moment, we're just going to look on the right-hand side. This is the Wi-Fi module, and this is the file that we've been given. So we have to check all of these resistors, and they're all 0402, and they have resistance rating in ohms. Let's just get the multimeter on, and we're going to set this to... Well, we're going to set this to 20k. There we go. So, multimeter, and let's just see. So we're going to check this, and... Right, yeah, that's not... Unless I've got that set... No, that's not right. So, checking that is well out of spec. What about this one? That is... It has to be between 11.4 and 12.6, so that's well within spec. This one, 6, that's a fail, and this one, that's fine. So there's two of them, one on the bottom right, and this middle one that is completely out. So what we'll do is we'll get our soldering iron set. So we set to 300 degrees, and we're going to remove this one. And I'm going to remove this one, was it? Just double check. It would be nice if you could mark them somehow, like if you had a marker pen or something. That would be pretty good. No, I was going to say I need to clean this, but the item's already clean apparently. Right, so we're going to go to this side, and you just have to use this mini game where you have to get right in the middle of that one, and it was this one, I believe. If not, we can always just put new ones on, and we'll just rip those off the board. So it was 0402, so I'm going to go over to these boxes here, and you do have to actually buy these, all of these as well. I think each one is 0.4 generic units of currency, so this entire set of racking, which contains 50 of each resistor. This one here, that's THT, that's through hole. Yeah. I want to get, how many do I want? Hang on, why can I not pick up? Okay, That's a bit of a problem. I have removed these, right? No matching components. Double check. It is just 0402, isn't it? Yes. I've got 50, right? Yeah. Something's, okay. Right, quick reload, and I can now actually pick up the elements. So I'm going to select 2 of these. So we're just going to take those, put them in our pocket, over to the workstation, and we're just going to say, yep, put that resistor in, and that resistor in. And naturally, we're just going to resolder that. So one side, second side, over on this one, and there's both legs done. Okay, so we put that away. I'm going to turn that off for now, and we need to then test it. So, oh no, sorry, we don't. Normally you have to test them, so you have to set your all the settings on the voltage in the amps, and then connect this up. But actually, no, we were actually done there, I believe. So I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to put it on the bench, on the rack, should I say. And we'll send that. And new email arrived. Let's have a quick look. 5 out of 5 stars. Excellent. Right, so let's see what else we can do. There is a challenging solder here. I need to open the door. The card reader's broke. Let's take that. And what else have we got? This is help with active server configuration. And this is IP master. Ah, okay, so this one is connection problems. No one is able to help us restore the connection. So we're going to take that, and what I'll probably do is I'll go and do that now. So let's go and visit the property. So not just doing stuff within your office, you're actually visiting properties as well. So this is, again, no, windowless office, and we're going to go over to the laptop here. First thing I'll do, though, we need to pick up these little cards, and these give you the passwords. So, oh, look at the RGB keyboard going on there. So first things first, we'll connect this up to the network, and we'll open the phone. We're going to go back over, and the Wi-Fi password is SLI, my jam, was it, I think? Yeah, 11, and we'll log into that one. If I've typed it wrong, it is going to fail, and we'll open up the network management. So I know previously it's admin, and it's PA $W capital 2, and then log in. Okay, so this is where we have the router. We've got, looks like, some code locks. Basically what we're looking at is these symbols here. So if the left one is red, it basically means it ain't plugged in. If the right one is red, we've got some connection problems. If it's orange, there's some more issues there. So I'm going to turn on DHCP, which is pretty much going to fix the majority of the issues because they're all now green, and I think that was it. You can go to static and start altering IP addresses. Obviously, you've got bandwidth and duplex modes and stuff like that. We don't need to mess with that one. I think it's pretty much this, but I'm just going to check. It says here, run the internet test on the NetCheck app store. We're going to go with, where is it? NetCheck. Going to cost us $9.99 generic units of currency. We're going to start the test here. Ping is around 23. We got some up speed there. Yep, that's okay. And some down. Looks like we're on ADSL. Stable internet connection. That should be it. So I'm just going to double check. So devices are not able to connect their own. No one knows anything about the issues. So run the internet test on that one. I think that is pretty much it. I think that is a bit of a success. So we'll just exit that, and let's go ahead and exit this one. Yes, and it hasn't errored out as well. So that's always an advantage. So once again, we can check in our this one here. Yeah, job completed. 5 out of 5 stars. I think that was the guy. Anyway, yeah, looks to be excellent. So we've done a fairly decent amount of jobs there. I think we're going to go for maybe another soldering job. In terms of courses, I mentioned about there is a sort of server thing, server hero. These are the courses you have to do. So there's THT Champ, which is just through-hole resistors in this build, and server hero is you manage the actual server rack. The reason I haven't got that in this save file is because my previous save, well, it all went very, very wrong. A lot of the jobs wouldn't complete. I would complete them to what I thought was the customer satisfaction, and it would not allow me to do anything, even though it was accepted. It was unrecoverable, let's say that one. Anyway, I'm going to skip to the next day. Let's confirm that. And we're going to get another box here, so let's get this package, RFID, so we're going to try and repair this one. So, this one here, we're going to remove these screws, so yeah, let's do all of that. And there we go, that's fine. And, ooh, that's a very dirty board. Let's get some IPA on this one, and we're just going to scrub all of this down, make sure it's nice and clean before we start, and I think that's about it. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 resistors here, but they are in different ratings. So, 102 and 821, 2 kilo ohms. So let's go and set that to 2 kilo ohms, and it was 102. 102 is there. Yep, and that should have a rating between. Oh no. No, that's all kinds of broken. And 821, that's actually within spec, that one. That's fine. Right, we're just going to advance that on. We need 512. 512 is totally out of spec. And 01C, that is well within. So 102 and 512 are, well, they're not. Let's go ahead and get this set. Also, while we're doing that, I was going to preset the testing cable, but I don't think we need to do that. So it was 102, so we'll remove that. And it was 512, and there we go. So we want 102, one of, and we'll store that, and it was 512, I believe. Yep. So up there is 102, and there. Did I store it? 512. Take. Can you only store one of those in your pocket at any one time? I think you can, you know. That's not very good. Anyway, soldering. Solder these back on. And there we go. Let's test that. That component's fine. And that component's fine. Okay, let's connect this up, and we now have to test it. Between 11 and 13 volts, what I'm hearing is 12 volts. Apparently, if you overvolt this, you can actually damage components on the board, so let's try not to do that. Between 1.8 and 2.5 amps. Let's go for a straight 2 amps. And, I think I just broke it. What happened there is I tried to scroll in by using the mouse wheel, but this is like, basically this is sticky. You don't mouse over these dials, these knobs here. You click on them. Luckily, I think it's okay. Well, we'll find out when the customer does a bit of a complaint. So we're just going to put all these screws back in and do this. Nice to repair rather than just flung away. But that should be it. So pick up the board, put it there, and I believe send. Email has arrived. 5 out of 5, so we didn't mess it up. Excellent. Okay. So, I mean, that's just the sort of thing you'll be tasked with doing. Is there anything else we haven't done? We haven't done the terminal access. Let's see if there's a terminal job, actually. Yeah, because that's a bit different as well. So, contracts, and that's a soldering, IP master, we've done one of those. System installation, soldering, terminal. Let's take that one. So this can be a bit of a mess on, actually, but it's going to be pretty fun. Let's visit. This is Clothes Paradise. This was to restore the website. So something's gone on. So we're just going to, let's go back over to emails. So a terrible thing has happened. A few days ago, a strange video appeared on my desktop. Some voice was saying strange and disturbing things. I don't know how it ended up on the company's computer, but since then, the store's website has stopped working every time I try to open it. However, it shows an error. However, not the only website that has suffered, but also the order database. So, yes. we need to complete the task. Let's go ahead and it says remove the unknown file, recover data, and regain access. All right, so I'm going to go over to the laptop, and we're going to go on terminals here. So, open up the phone. It was remove the unknown file. So the first thing I'll have to do is... is it decrypt? No. Remove data. Delete file unknown. So it says remove the unknown file. So we'll run that. Oh, wrong directory. Okay. Remove file, change directory to desktop. Let's do that. Yes. Then remove data, delete file unknown. And I think it's done it. Didn't error out. You'll find the effect on it. Okay, that's gone. Right, anyway, we need recover data. So restore data. We'll do a disk scan on the C drive. So we'll run that. See what we get on the back of that. We just need to restore the database first. And, right, restore data. Orders, that's fine. So one file restored. And now we need to regain access. So connect FTP. They've given us the FTP, which is 31, 88, 200, 110. That is now open. Or at least it's trying to. Connecting. Ah, there we go. 230 users logged in. That doesn't sound correct. Anyway, we need to set up the FTP 31 206 213 58. I'm just going to double check that. 31 206 213 and 58. Yes, and the domain is called paradise.shop. Save. And I believe that is pretty much what I needed. I think that's done. I'll try anyway. Yep, it's allowed me to leave and it didn't error out and didn't shout at me. However, a new email has arrived. And all the lights were flashing. I don't know how you think you fixed the problem, but nothing has improved and it's even worse. I demand a complaint. The package is already on its way. You will be in trouble. This is from Unknown. The sort of anonymous thing going on there. You still haven't closed the service. This complaint is just the beginning. We have warned you. So, there's some sort of strange nonsense going on there. But I think we will leave it there. That is ServiceIT. You can fix it, IT, whatever you want to call it. There is still a couple of things I haven't shown you. The through-all repair. There's also Server Hero. This is where you do training. So you go VR training, and you literally have like the server rack and stuff. Yes, indeed.
To the laptop desktop to get started.
And what you'll be doing is using the laptop to do some troubleshooting on that. You'll then unlock the cabinet. You'll go through, change cooling or any power, things like that, do disk transfers and such. But yeah, that is a bit of the game. So overall, I found, like I say, the concept to be very intriguing, and I do like, for the most part, the moment-to-moment of it. I don't know if there's going to be randomly generated jobs added, or there's going to be a lot more added. This is early access, so we can obviously expect some issues, and I have had, I think it's fair to say, a lot of issues. I've had jobs not being able to be completed for seemingly no reason, particularly the IP and routing jobs just wouldn't work. I've had numerous issues when it just comes to just UI in general. There was a admittedly quite funny bug where after I decorated the office, every time I'd load the game, it would keep on doubling the amount of plants that I'd placed in. Which, as bugs go, was actually quite funny. But, yeah, I think, like the component warehouse, all of the components here, it's just not assembled potentially into the most ideal state. As I said, it is early access, and I am playing this a couple of days before release, so please bear that in mind. I do hope it shapes up to be more than the sum of its part at this stage, but I'll be keeping an eye on it. Like I say, just the whole idea of it. I like the fault finding, the soldering, all the components. I'm hoping more stuff's added there. If I go back to, let's see, go back to the office and we check the shop. It's not going to do it. But anyway, there are, yeah, can we not just go back to that? No, you have to do the training. But anyway, in the list of the components, because capacitors are in there as well, so you know we're going to get more of that added. But yes, either way, I have for the most part enjoyed my time with it. It's a little bit at this build underbaked, but again, early access, playing a couple of days before release, have to give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what happens upon release and the post-launch support. If you like this sort of thing, then by all means let me know in the comments, and if you want to see more, then yeah, let me know too. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.